Hey there, glad to have you joining us. Today, we're going to go over the free real estate ultimate deal closing guide provided by TGflip Marketing Agency. At your ease, as we provide you with details on closing multiple real estate deals with many different strategies. What we have coming up: deal closing, psychological factors, how to close a deal as a wholesaler, how to close a deal as a flipper, how to close a deal using hard money loans. It's not over yet. Let's dive right in. Introduction. From beginners to intermediate, salespersons in the real estate industry have been asking for the best approach to close a real estate deal using different strategies. And in this book, we are going to provide it to you. Closing is the most critical part of a real estate deal. It is the moment when your hard work pays off. However, there are certain phenomena and procedures that you must learn to work effectively. With dedication, devotion, and research, TGflip Marketing Agency has put together every essential factor you need to know. Moreover, in a paid version, we have the perfect blueprint to prosper, market, and find a buyer in a very short time using marketing in the real estate niche. And also, we provide paid sponsorships in our paid version real estate community digital guidebook for the newbies and businesses who want to get more reach and leads. This video is aimed at guiding you step by step through the deal closing using different techniques. Hope you are going to learn a lot from it. Good luck. Chapter 1: Deal Closing. Deal closing refers to the general moment when a customer chooses to make a purchase. Mostly a salesperson is directly involved in such a process, therefore, he has a certain impact on the customer's decision. Deal closing moments are a test of salesperson skills, as he is explicitly open to a rejection from the customer. Closing a deal is necessary for a business, but it should not be a big deal if the salesperson is master in his skills. In such a case, it just needs an ending statement like "sign here to own this" and a contract. Hence, it represents the smoothness of the whole process due to deal closing skills. However, the process of closing turns out to be more complex when the customer is not inclined towards buying the product even after your briefing. The customer's instincts are commonly visible by his behavior, body language, and interest. More than 50% of customer loyalty is based on the sales experience, from calling to closing, according to research in the Harvard Business Review. Salesperson plays a vital role in deal closing because he is the face of your organization and representative of your product. The above data shows how necessary the skills of deal closing are. In this video, we would talk about several deal closings generally used in the real estate niche. Chapter 2: Psychological Factors. Sales psychology is integral for deal closure. It involves studying the individuality of the targeted audience. Your aim should be to offer a solution to your customers' problems instead of convincing them. The emotional factor is dominant over logical and reasonable thinking while buying, and the salesperson needs to utilize this fact. 86% of customers are more likely to purchase when companies make it easy for them to do so. There are many psychological effects that marketers and businesses use to utilize the customer's behavior. These include sunk cost effect, negativity bias, optimism bias, nostalgia effect, price value bias, etc. All of these effects and techniques are efficient and effective for businesses throughout the globe. The psychology of sales is widely studied throughout history and has been concluded in many ways. From the importance of a CTA button to the use of font color, every detail plays a significant role in marketing and deal closure. Every customer is an individual, however, there are certain things and situations upon which we all respond the same. Such factors should be kept in mind for successful salesmanship and deal closure. Chapter 3: How to close a deal as a wholesaler. In this section, we would specifically explain how to close a deal as a wholesaler. Wholesale deal closure is a solid accomplishment for new investors. This is due to the fact that wholesale deals are distinct from general market deals. So, first going through the basic concept of wholesale. Wholesale in real estate. Wholesaling in real estate is the method through which a person, wholesaler, procures a contract from the property's seller and assigns the particular contract to a buyer. The process of wholesaling is generally regarded as a short-term investment and is an excellent way for beginners to dive into the real estate industry. The reason behind it is the non-requirement of big capital to start with. A real estate wholesaler can generate profit by identifying under-market value properties, reaching the seller for an agreement, and then assigning the contract to a buyer. The identification of an under-market valued property is covered in depth in one of our blogs. Pros: it earns profits in lesser time. It easily become involved in the real estate industry. It can start with limited cash and credit. Cons: earning can be unpredictable. Dependency on finding buyers. Difficult to maintain buyers list. How to close a wholesale deal. 1. Start with your skill set. So the first thing you need to do is educate yourself well enough with the industry information and analysis. This is necessary so you know how to start and what to expect throughout the process. Building your initial skill set enhances your efficiency in wholesaling. Read the market stats, network with experienced wholesalers, and utilize their company to learn the tricks. Attending real estate events in your area is also a positive option. Educating yourself would get you a better industry understanding and would also help you develop valuable connections. It would prepare you for the market and assist you in crafting a business plan for yourself. 2. A buyer's list. A buyer's list is basically a list of interested investors, businessmen, and home buyers. Your networking would play a significant role while building a list. A powerful buyer's list would provide you a plus point with the deal closure. So you need to be specific and well-defined in your niche to ensure a high conversion rate. Collect all the necessary details of every network you make and write them down in your list. The best way to build is to use your personal connections. However, there can be other ways like direct mail, email, business cards, social media, bandit signs, etc. 3. Market to motivated sellers. After you are done with the buyer's list, it's time to search for a motivated seller who is eager to get rid of his property. The property is most probably underrated, and this happens for several reasons like mortgage payments or leaving a recently inherited property, etc. Wholesalers' prime target is these motivated sellers, and you need to get that property under contract at a good price. To find such sellers, try to target individuals who are lacking in their taxes, property owners in pre-foreclosure, etc. After creating a list of such individuals, craft your marketing campaign. Highly consider digital platforms for lead generation and also utilize direct mail. Continuing with Chapter 3. 4. Getting a property under contract. Once you successfully connect with a motivated seller, negotiate on the accurate price and terms. Remember to mention the way you are going to simplify the whole sales process. For example, easing the burden over their shoulders. Also, while writing down a contract, you need to include some important clauses that protect your interest and provide a fair way out. Make sure that you both agree on the agreement. It would educate you on different legal aspects of an agreement, and therefore you should consider it a very important step. 5. Search for the end buyer. After you have a property under the contract, the next thing is to find the end buyer as soon as possible. Your goal is going to assign the contract to an interested buyer, either one from your buyer's list or from elsewhere. Create a list of comparable and estimate the approximate cost of repairs. After that, begin your campaign by reaching out to the potential buyers from your list. While doing so, keep this factor in mind that different types of properties appeal to different types of buyers. Rehabbers are interested in the properties requiring restoration, Similarly, the properties with minor repairs attract rental property investors. This mentioned point should be the base of your marketing campaign while looking for a buyer. 6. Assigning the contract. Until this step, you have recognized the end buyer. Now you need to assign the contract to the buyer. Both of you need to first agree upon the assignment fee, and this needs to be included in the agreement. This phase sounds difficult to you if you are a weak salesman, but in reality, it isn't that hard. You just need to know how to negotiate and navigate through the deal. The final contract would include that you are assigning the contract for amount of money, and there should be a consensus over the contract from both parties. 7. Closing the deal. The presence of the end buyer on the day of the contract should be ensured. Furthermore, they should arrive at the payments including your assignment fee. As soon as the title company admits the payment, you would get a check of your assignment fee. It is better to ask for a testimonial for your portfolio. This is the end of your wholesale deal. End note. Learning from this step-by-step guide already puts you ahead of many beginners. It's due to the reason that many people just dive into the wholesale industry without educating themselves and therefore have to suffer a lot. Choosing to learn first is a sign of your commitment and the first phase of your success story. Chapter 4: How to Close a Deal as a Flipper. Deal closure as a flipper demands information of the property and fast access to capital. It is harder in the sense that it puts you in a competitive market where there are going to be many bids on a single property. A convincing and immediate bid is required, and the bid comprises not just money. We would step-by-step explain it in this section. We are going to start with the concept of flipping. Real estate flipping. Real estate flipping is the type of real estate investment in which an investor purchases a property not to use, but to sell it for profit, renovating it. It's a quick investment strategy. The time between buying and then selling again mostly ranges from a couple of months to a year. There are two basic types of a flip deal. The investor either buys the property in a rapidly increasing home values market, or the property possesses a great potential value after renovation. If the flipping is done in the right way, it can be a profitable investment. The flipper can generate huge profit in a small time after doing certain renovations, but at the same time, flipping can be a disaster if not done properly. Pros: a local market understanding, increases networking, quick profit source. Cons: a risk of loss, unexpected renovation costs, stress. How to close a flipping deal. 1. Acquire a pre-approval. You can get a pre-approval letter from your money lender. This letter confirms that you are able to get a loan. Your lender would most probably need your credit score, the amount of money you are going to put, and your income for a pre-approval letter. However, some money lenders would give a proof of funds letter instead of pre-approval. Both are acceptable, and you need to show that you have the funds ready. 2. Estimate your profit margins. A flipping opportunity always excites the flippers, but before diving into such a deal, you need to do certain homework. Estimate the approximate renovation cost, study the upcoming trend of the market, and then calculate an estimated profit that you are going to generate from it. Ask yourself if the profit worth the investment, or it is just a waste of time. If the latter is the case, then it's better to move away. 3. Quick access to capital. You will need immediate access to capital if the seller accepts your bid. To do so, find a lender who can provide quick capital. The conventional lending process sometimes takes time, therefore flippers often utilize hard money lenders. These lending processes are able to lend loans within a week. If you are able to close a deal in 5-10 days, you are more likely to win the offer. End note. Real estate flipping is competitive, and you're going to face multiple bidders on a single property. Therefore, you must be able to come up with a strong bid. connections with fast and reliable money lenders benefit the bidder throughout the process. Chapter 5. How to close a deal using hard money loans. Already mentioned in the flipping section, hard money loans are a quick capital source. The advantage they possess is that they can close a deal much faster than traditional loans. It is a kind of financing toolbox that you can develop by creating a relationship with a hard money lender. If you want to get a lead over other bidders, hard money is one of the best options. In this section, we would elaborate on the process through which you can close a deal using hard money. Pros: quick closings and easy approvals. Acceptance of low credit score. A funding fix and flip properties. Cons: medium to high interest rates. Requirement of down payment. Extension fees. Ways through which hard money can help you close a deal. 1 instant approval. The time required for getting a hard money loan totally depends upon how quickly you can provide necessary documents. If you have already prepared the documents at the time of the request, the process tends to close more instantly. Hard money lenders are aimed at providing the loans as fast as possible, and there are mostly no obstacles. 2 flexibility in requirements. Hard money lenders are focused on removing the obstacles and providing quick service. They generally don't have any tough requirements for checking the credit status of borrowers. Moreover, they have a willingness to structure the loan as per the needs of the project. 3 moderate terms and conditions. Reputable lenders will provide you initial terms and conditions sheet. This sheet would cover everything about the loan and prevent any surprises on closing the loan. Many lenders also offer a detailed agreement letter that includes all the terms that you have agreed upon. End note. Hard money loans are an outstanding option if you are intending to purchase property and later on flip it. They are easier to get and are a faster source of funding. They ensure a quick closing of the deal and are therefore highly recommended. Chapter 6. It's not over yet. We have already discussed the 3 most effective strategies in detail. But when you are in a business, there's no apparent limit. There are just opportunities and your willingness. Therefore, there are several more real estate strategies that we are going to list here, like 1. House hacking. House hacking is a term generally used when a person lives in one of the various parts of his property and rent out the other parts to pay the mortgage and expenses. 2. BRRRR. BRRRR is an acronym for Buy, Rehab, Rent, Refinance, and Repeat. It represents the steps that need to be implemented as a real estate strategy. From purchasing a property to refinancing it, BRRRR is one of the popular real estate strategies. 3. Debt snowball strategy. Debt snowball represents a debt reduction strategy in which you pay off the smallest debt moving on towards the larger one. It helps you gain momentum and clearing the debt. 4. Short-term buy and hold. As the name indicates, it symbolizes the strategy to buy and hold a property for a relatively short time. 5. Long-term buy and hold. Long-term buy and hold is aimed at buying a property for a long period and selling it later. 6. Real estate syndication. Real estate syndication indicates a strategy in which there is a partnership between a number of investors. They incorporate their resources and capitals to buy a certain property. 7. Trade-up plan. Trading up in real estate means a strategy when a property owner sells the property to purchase a bigger property in a better neighborhood. 8. Rates. RATE is an acronym for a real estate investment trust. It aims at financing or owning income-producing real estate. It provides investors exposure to the real estate market and an opportunity to obtain dividend-based income. All of these and many more real estate strategies are mentioned in detail in the paid version. Knowing different real estate strategies is integral to work in the upgrowing market. and therefore TGflip Marketing Agency is equipping you with all the necessary topics. Here we will explore a few new different strategies for closing deals in the real estate market, with a focus on creative and innovative approaches that will give you an edge over your competition. So far, we've covered some exciting tactics, such as flipping properties, wholesaling, and getting bank loans. Now, let's continue into 3 more powerful tactics: earned rentals, lease options, and tax liens. With earned rentals, you can make a great profit by renting out properties to travelers and vacationers. Lease options are an excellent choice for those looking to buy a property but may not have access to large funds upfront. And tax liens provide an opportunity to invest in delinquent properties and earn high interest rates. With these 3 strategies, you'll be able to increase your income and portfolio while taking advantage of the latest trends and opportunities in the real estate market. Let's do a replay on that. 1. Earned rentals. Earned rental strategy involves renting out a property for short-term stays to tourists, travelers, or vacationers for a daily or weekly rate. 2. Lease option. A lease option involves buying a property by signing a lease agreement that gives the buyer the right to buy the property after a certain period of time, usually a few years, at a set price. 3. Tax liens. Investors can purchase tax liens on delinquent properties and earn a high interest rate on the unpaid taxes. If the delinquent taxes are not paid, the investor has the right to foreclose and obtain ownership of the property. Stay tuned to learn about other strategies that will help you succeed as a real estate investor. We hope this book helps you out through the deal closing process. Disclaimer: we are neither lawyers nor financial/tax advisors. This video is only meant to provide beneficial information and knowledge. We are not responsible for any action taken with reference to this video and are not liable for any investment/financial loss in connection to this video information. The content of the video is certified and provided by various acknowledged and legitimate sources. We hope this free video of this free guidebook will bring great value to those that watching. To get your copy of this free guidebook, please visit www.tgflipmarketingagency.com/guidebooks. Be sure to also check our 3rd edition Real Estate Community Digital Guidebook, available on all platforms. Thank you again for watching, and best of luck to you on your real estate journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more of the latest in real estate and marketing with TGflip Marketing.